Lesson number 3, value your friendships.
So you graduate.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after you graduate? You know, what was your first job after graduation? How did you get that job?
Oh, okay. Well, how I got the job was this, and this is a true story. I was doing a paper late at night, need to hand it in the next day, and I literally told myself I'm gonna hand it in and not stay in class. So I hand the paper into the professor. I tell him I'm feeling sick. I walk outside of Holmes Hall. Who do I see? I see my brother passing me by. He says, "Hey, what you doing?" I said, "Man, I'm about to go back to the dorm, go to sleep. Been up all day, all night." And he says, "No, you need to go back in there. You got a job." I said, "What you mean?" He said, "The Library of Congress is in the basement of Holmes Hall, and they, looking for people to be writers." So I'm looking at him, I'm like, "Oh, he right. I ain't got no job." So I go down there, ain't nothing but women. I'm the only guy. So the lady who's speaking, Miss Burrow, she just keeps looking at me. So I'm thinking, I got a bug on my nose or something, I keep staring at me. Well, they pass out these sheets. I signed the sheet. She looks at me and says, "You stay here." So I stayed. She said, "Can you write?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I can write." She said, "I want you to send me some writing samples, Sent her some writing samples, and I did my resume. And she called me 3 weeks later, and she said, "I want you to be part of this program. We like how you write, but you can write better because we're gonna teach you how to write congressional style." I said, "Whoa." So literally, 4 weeks before I graduated, I had a job at the Library of Congress, which is known as CRS, the Congressional Research Service, where members of Congress and the legislative staff and their constituent service staff reach out to us for certain federal and congressional answers to questions and situations. So that was wild. What she did for me, which I didn't like in the beginning, but I appreciated in the middle. She wanted me to do all the training for the new employees. So I'm like, "Why I gotta stand up and talk to people, tell everybody what their office does and everything?" That lady had allowed me to talk about every department in there, and I ended up learning about every department in the Library of Congress. And then my supervisor was Ms. Hawkins, who really refined me. Like, told me how I should dress in the office, told me how I should talk, taught me how to be accurate with my reporting, like really honed my skills on the federal level. Still as a young guy, I'm still trying to learn it, but she really took me in. So that's another one of my mentors, so I appreciate Ms. Hawkins. She's retired now, but she always used to tell me, she said, "Harry, you're gonna do some great things one day." So I got into the Library of Congress because of my brother, because I was cutting class. So that's how that happened.
So the Library of Congress is kind of known as, I guess, the nerds of.
Yeah.
I mean, some of your brightest people, work there,
Mm-hmm.
subject matter experts. How long were you at the Library of Congress?
I was there for a year, but this is how that changed.